questions that a person with substance use problem is of, I can say, like, it belongs with extreme categories. One end, there are people who really need to get out of this and will be asking why I'm not able to quit. For those out here, don't worry, this can be made possible if you are ready. You can definitely then seek the help of professionals, and they are there ready to help you. To the other extreme, there are people asking, is this substance use can only cause death and illness? How many people are there who are dying and having serious illness even if they don't have the substance usage at all? If this is your question, the only answer is life is yours and the choice is yours. Whatever the reasons that you give for a bad choice, just think, is this something doing good for me as well as the people around me? What all people generally know is just that it can cause harm and leave the background things that happens within our brain when there is the substance abuse. The reason can be anything, but once we use it in our brain, there is a pathway, a neural pathway called the reward pathway. It will get activated. This then releases a hormone called as dopamine, which usually gets activated when we do something which brings happiness for ourselves. This is a reason why the person who is having a substance get a good feel when they take it initially, but then there is a twist in the story. This leads to craving for the substance, and also it just alters the reward pathway where it won't get activated with the natural kind of rewards around you. Craving then will lead you to the physical dependence on the substance to an extent where you need it if you want to accomplish some task. The tragedy part comes then because by this time the tolerance level for the substance increase, and then you will require more amount of the substance than usual. Finally, it will start disrupting your life in many ways. Do keep in mind of these things before making a decision. Anything that is excessive in usage with a compulsion of using it, even if we know that it can cause harm, can be addiction. In that sense, for example, other than substances, if we are a person who drinks coffee a lot, or if we excessively use social media, or to an extreme end, for example, watching porn clips, can be then an addiction. The reason if we feel like some or other form of addiction is getting normalized, one of the major reasons I could state is that our people in society is highly influenced with the content that they are coming across in the media each and every day. This is especially true with ones who are in their adolescence. In many of the contents that we are coming across, for example, if in a movie, if one of our favorite actor is using alcohol, having a cigarette with great styling, after that a mass stunt is happening or something, there will be automatically a tendency, oh, it's a heroic thing to do. If I can also do like that. I think this is the way this addiction or any form of addiction is getting normalized if we think like that. Empathy, when we speak about addiction, is more to do with a person who is choosing a substance or any other forms of things which is a potent source of addiction. When we opt for an unhealthy choice, then empathy should come into play, in the sense that how the people around us is getting affected with our choice. Also, there is seen like if someone is about to quit from these unhealthy habits, the way others respond to it sometimes is not in a way that they will be motivated to do so, or I can say without, or it is not an empathetic approach. Yes. Be empathetic with them if they are willing to change instead of always being a skeptic. Definitely, this condition can be treated and thus can be considered as a health issue. But there are cases where the individual themselves ignore the harm that they cause for the persons because of their addiction, even after recommending to seek a professional help and telling them that these all things are happening because of this unhealthy way of living. In such cases, I don't think this falls on the spectrum of a health issue. Addiction is having a correlation with a lot of other conditions like digestion problem, high blood pressure, temporary or permanent damage to liver, brain, kidney, nervous system, and other concentration issues, loss of job, financial issues, relationship and family issues, isolations, accidents, and even increased risk to commit crime. It is usually seen that in order to help, or we can say, with good intention, people tend to make them swear not to have these kind of things from the very next day onwards. Maybe that person is having a severe form of addiction. It won't be easy for them like how we see it. If anyone of us want to help them genuinely, please consult with a professional as soon as possible and try to proceed. That can benefit them a lot to get rid of these unhealthy ways than directing them in a wrong direction.